Why did God harden Pharaoh's heart? This question has been posed by many, many people, and the simple answer you could just say is because God wanted to, or anything like that. But if you want to explore a little bit further, let's talk about it. So, number one, I think it is incredibly important to recognize that God hardening Pharaoh's heart is not the first thing you see in that passage. Instead, the first thing you see in Exodus is it says Pharaoh hardens his heart. It's really interesting, but more than once, it's Pharaoh who is hardening his heart, not God. Now, this is interesting to think about as to why that might be important or significant, and I think we should recommend one other passage perhaps to give an answer to this question. And that would be Romans chapter 1. In Romans chapter 1, it gives all of these arguments for all of the things that man has seen and these explanations for, man understanding things about God, things about morality, things about the universe. But then it says, and they suppressed the truth in unrighteousness. And then later on, you see, because of all these things, because they suppressed the truth, God gave them over to their own wickedness. He gave them over to their own passions and desires. I think that is exactly what you see here with Pharaoh. It's not a matter that God was the first one to force Pharaoh into something he didn't want or didn't want to go. Rather, instead, it's Pharaoh who is hardening his heart towards God, and eventually God says, fine. You want to be stubborn? I'll help you be stubborn. Now, did God plan for this all to work out this way? Sure, God planned for it to be this way. But we also do see that it's Pharaoh is the one who acts first in this case. It's Pharaoh who plans to be tough against Israel, who doesn't want to let them go, who wants to act completely uncompassionate towards them. And so in the end, God says, hey, you want to be that way? Fine. That's all part of my plan, and I will make sure that you don't let them go until the very end. So, in short, that's my answer.